spoken to Sourav about food away from home. So Sourav, what Indian food do you miss the most when you're away?
It's obviously the home cooked food, but after traveling for such a long time, 14, 15 years, we get used to food all around the world. So basically when I'm away from home, I really don't miss much of the Indian food except probably some of the typical Bengali dishes which are not available. It is home cooked food, but as I said, been traveling over the last 13, 14 years around the world, you just get used to all kind of cuisines.
So who does the cooking most in your family then?
We have a maid who cooks. My wife or my mom doesn't cook anymore. So there's a lady who's been staying in our house for the last 20 years. And she cooks the meal for all of us in the family. And she is probably the best cook I've ever tasted. Her food, probably I'm used to it maybe. That's probably the best I've had.
So what's your favourite dish? Favourite Indian dish?
Favorite Indian dish is biryani. It's available all over India, but the one from Calcutta is the best. Maybe I'm used to it, that's why. But there are loads of other Indian dishes which are very tasty. The butter chicken is very tasty. The black dal, which you all must have tasted, is very tasty. Fish preparations, prawns. I come from a place where people are a bit sweet-toothed, so sweet prawn malai curry, that's what they call in Bengali, is very delicious. It's just the way how you cook it. We normally don't have food very spicy. As I said, less spicy, but it's basically the home cooked Bengali food. Another special dish which is not available elsewhere is the hilsa fish, the mustard hilsa fish. Whenever you have the opportunity to have it, it's a fish with a lot of bones. So you actually need to master the art of taking the bones away from the flesh, and it's cooked in mustard sauce. It's delicious.
So, since you've been over here, do you eat Indian food when you come to the UK?
Not all the time, because there's so much available in the UK. The Chinese, the Thai, the Italian, the French, the Mexican, as well as Indian. So probably on my vegetarian days I love Indian, because there's a bit more variety in vegetarian food in Indian cuisine. But for rest of the days I'm okay with the other cuisines, and we pretty enjoy it.
Do you have any favourite recipes that you could share with people?
I've never cooked.
No?
So knowing the recipe is definitely not possible for me, but
would you like to learn how to cook?
I don't think I'm that patient enough to learn how to cook at this stage. What I like best is the end product, the food.
So which is your favourite food that you've tasted in different places? So when you've been on tour in Sri Lanka, do you have a favourite dish?
Sri Lankan food is different. It's a bit spicy. It's a bit sour. It's not sweet or it's not hot, it's a bit sour. So Sri Lankan food is definitely different. But as I said, even in Sri Lanka, Indian food is available and cooked in Indian way, because all the big 5-star hotels have Indian chefs.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so they're cooked in Indian way, and yeah.
So when you're on tour, do you all eat the same foods, or do you...
I think we all have different tastes. We have a lot of vegetarians who try and prefer Indian food as much as they can. There are a lot of vegetarians in the team, especially the guys who come from the southern part of India. But we all have our own. Somebody like Sachin never eats Indian food when he's away.
Oh right, what's that?
He just likes other cuisines. He just wants to try
something different.
Yeah. And we're all used to it, so that's the way it is.